Hello everybody, I was very lucky to be home when this parcel arrived today and I waited until I can open it with you because it's not something I'm likely to be able to order again, and without wasting more time, let's get into it. So as per usual, Jackson's does package up the products really well. So I've got two things in here. This is just a little extra thing that they were having as a deal or a promotion, which is some pigment fine liners. I'm always looking for more fine liners. They're always handy to have around, so we'll be able to check them out and see how good they are. I usually use the Micron branded ones, so it'll be interesting to see how they are. But the real thing that's exciting is in here, and I only get to do this once. If you didn't already see from the description of the video, I was able to get a set of A Gallo paints, and everything I've seen about this brand is just so beautiful and really well thought out. So this is the signature 24 set with the, I don't know how to pronounce it, the Yln Min Blue. It's short for the pigment code. It's a very rare pigment and quite expensive. Welcome to the Signature Collection. Our handcrafted honey watercolours are made from the highest quality pigments, gum arabic from the acacia tree, local honey from the umbria, and rosemary essential oil. Okay, don't want to wreck anything, but I am going to have to remove that sticker. Oh, it's so beautiful. Honey watercolours. Oh wow, I've seen people's paper in other videos, but I didn't realise how thick it was. It's like an actual cardboard sleeve. That is definitely going to be kept. And it comes with this watercolour card pre-printed for when we do the swatching. Are you ready for this? Ta-da! Wow, so beautiful. So we don't even really need to do an official swatching because they do swatches on the wrappers of the paints. So it's very true to colour. All the sets come with a special brush as well. A Gallo, they're very good at collaborating with other local artisans. So this is a Tintoretto brush, so it's another Italian maker. And from what I've seen of these brushes, they're really quite amazing to use. So together, I'm very excited to be able to try out this palette and this new brush. We need to see how these colours move on paper. This is 100% cotton watercolour paper. The pans were quite difficult to pull off. These were really well stuck on. I'm actually not sure how old this particular set is, like how long it's been sitting at the shop for, because there were a few colours, you can see it on the fig green there, where the metal clamps of the tin had discoloured the watercolour. I'm pretty sure once I put water on it, it's not going to really be a problem, but yeah, these were really glued stuck as well. Anyway, let us enjoy this experience. So the first colour is Lemon Yellow. It's PY184 and it has excellent light fastness rating. So these watercolours have honey in them and they're re-wet very easily, which is so nice. So that's a very fresh lemon colour. The next one is, it's called Azo Yellow. Now nickel Azo Yellow is one of my favourite colours, but this uses a different pigment, so I'm not quite sure what the difference is. This one's got PY151, whereas normally nickel Azo Yellow is PY150. I haven't done any research into what this pigment is. Just gonna enjoy experiencing it. It's also got PY43, which is a yellow ochre, and that's in quite a few of these different colours. So yeah, it's not as warm as a traditional nickel Azo Yellow, but I don't think it actually has nickel in it, this one. I could be wrong. The next one is Arancione, which is PY83, PV19 and PR101. So this also has excellent light fastness. So most of these colours in this 24 set have excellent light fastness, and there's just only a very few that have very good, which are a couple of these reds coming up. I've not used these brushes before either, so that it feels a little bit unnatural to me, these mop brushes. The next one is Hokkaido Orange, PY216. So it's a yellow pigment. It looks like a burnt orange almost. It looks a bit rougher than the Arancione. So it's got a bit of what looks like a little bit of granulation there. Excellent light fastness. The next one is Medicie Red, and it is PR168 with very good light fast rating. See if I can get some more. I'm really interested to see how these actually go on a painting, because it's one thing to swatch them and another thing to use them in a painting. The next one is Alizarin Crimson Hue. Oh yes, that is quite true to the hue. So Alizarin Crimson is a traditional colour, but it's a fugitive pigment. So hues will be using a combination of pigments to get the same kind of colour without the poor light fastness. So this one has a rating of very good light fastness rather than excellent, but that's still better than fugitive. So it's got PR177, PR144 and PV19. So 3 pigments in there. But the colour is very nice. That's very nice. Very similar to authentic Alizarin Crimson. Next we have Ruby Red, PR264 and excellent light fastness. I like that. So far all these colours are re-wetting very easily and going on the page nicely. So this is Quin Magenta, Quinacridone Magenta. It says PR 202. I thought Quin Magenta is normally a different pigment, but anyway, nice colour. It's a little bit, maybe a little bit more muted than the magentas I'm used to, but it is still very lovely. And the next one is Quiinacridone Violet. I have not seen this pigment before, PV55. Oh, it's nice. It's got a very blue undertone to it. I'd be keen to see how that mixes with the blues, etc. It's nice. Next one is Tyrian Purple, PV15 and PV16, which is interesting. Can't get much colour out of that one. There we go. It's a bit better. I think I must have accidentally touched the page there with some dirty fingers or something. That's not the paint's fault, but it's not a very strong colour, this one. The next one is called Notturno. It's probably one of their signature mixes. So it's PB29, PR101, and PV19. Should be a granulating colour. Let me just add some extra water here. And it's a really lovely shade. We'll see if that separates as it dries. So things with the PB29, which is ultramarine, normally will granulate a little bit. And then we have, Indanthrone Blue, sorry, I'm just excited about that colour. PB60. And excellent light fastness. That's a nice colour. I really like that. So most of these colours were series 2 as I was having a look at their pigment codes. So this signature set must not be the first one that they put out. I think it might have been one they put out after a couple of years or something. This next one has a very lovely name. It's called Periwinkle. It's a mixture of 4 pigments, so it's PB15 column 1, PB29, PW6 and PR122. Yeah, but I really like it. It does remind me a little bit of some of the lavender mixes in other companies, but yes, it's very nice. Oh, this next one is probably one of the main reasons I bought this particular set. So it's, I don't know how you pronounce it. I'll just say that. It's because it's Yln Min Blue. It's shorthand for the minerals that make up the pigment, which there's 3 minerals, the last being manganese, which makes sense why it is blue, because manganese colours are normally blue. But that's all I can tell you about it. But it's very expensive if you want to buy it on its own. So it's supposed to be an alternative to ultramarine. Yeah, well, won't have any more opinions until I actually use it. But it is a very similar colour to ultramarine. The next one is Azure. It is PB29 and PB15:3, which is a phthalo of some kind. I wonder if it's the Italian word for azure, which would make sense. It is, yeah, it's nice. It's probably the best of both worlds. It's just muted that phthalo down a little bit, because I usually find phthalos in their pure form a bit too bright for me. The next one is Aquamarine. Ooh, that is very nice. It's PB15:4. Could not tell you what shade that is, whether that's might be green shade, I'm not sure. PG7 and PB29. So it's got ultramarine and phthalo green and phthalo blue. It's a nice colour. The next one I'm excited to try is called Harbour Blue, and it's a mix of PB15:3 and PBR8, which I think is a genius combination, because I don't really ever think of putting a brown pigment with the phthalo blues, but it actually makes it so nice. It just takes out that really unnatural look to it. I really like that. And then we have Olive Green Deep. Oh, that's a nice, convenient green, I think. So it's PY154, PY110, and I can't read my writing. I think it was PB29. It is granulating a little bit, so that probably would make sense. The next one's Forest Green. PG7, PBK7, and PY43. I think this might be, well, so far this might be my favourite green. This is really lovely. But I really do like the greens they've chosen. Okay, the next is actually, I think I've missed one. I've done something wrong. Whoops. I've mixed up this is actually the forest green here. Sorry, I've skipped one, and then that's the deep sea green. So my apologies. That makes more sense, because I was like, this doesn't seem to have enough depth. So this one here is actually deep sea green, which is PG18 Viridian and PB29, so ultramarine. And then this one's forest green, PG7, PBK7, and PY43. Yes. And then fig green is next. It's interesting, that one. So that's got that same pigment that's in that Azo Yellow there, PY151 and PG17. I feel like these greens are very good combination there will go really well together. And next we have Quin Gold. Oh, that's really nice. But that kind of reminds me of Nickel Azo Yellow. Actually, it has that Nickel Azo Yellow in it. PY150, PR101 and PV19. It's interesting that they put a violet in there. Yep, love that one. That's probably my favorite. I probably would use that more than these other yellows. And the next one is Transparent Red Oxide, PR101. Oh. Okay, it's very transparent. Don't get much out of that one. I don't use a lot of these earthy pigments normally, so I don't really know what I'm looking for there, to be honest. But that doesn't look very inspiring to me. And then Chromite Brown, this one. This has got some naturally occurring mineral, I think. So it's iron chromite, and a brown pigment. I don't really like that one either. Maybe I need to leave the water on that one for longer. I would love to know if you have got this set, what you think of those last two colours, because I don't see myself using them. All the rest are amazing though. So the ones that seem to have the most granulation are the Notturno, the Olive Green Deep. Yeah, that's really nice, that is. This Deep Sea Green, which is here, it should granulate. It's got two granulating pigments in it, but looks pretty flat there. And I'm curious how this Yln Min Blue is going to react too. So now I'd like to just paint these little flowers and see if we can mix a few colours and see how they go together. I would like to get some Medicie Red. I'm gonna get some Medicie Red. And then I'm going to combine that with some of the Quin Gold, I think, and see what that comes out like. See how they mix together. Okay, and now some of the Yln Min Blue. Yln Min Blue. And some of the Quin Violet. See how they mix together. Oh, I really like that. That's beautiful. And we might actually add a little bit of Quin Magenta in there too, just for fun. I like that combo. Okay, and we might try the Arancione the Arancione with some of the lemon yellow. Ooh, that Arancione is very quite opaque. Actually, which is interesting. And then I think it would be good, although I have to be careful because I haven't waited for anything to dry, but I think it'd be nice to put in some blues into the background. Well, the Aquamarine, actually, I really want to try that again. Aquamarine, I think that's this one. Yes. I'm just going to get a very small amount. I'll do a diluted mix. Drop some of that in. Add a little bit more colour. These are very nice. They're very enjoyable. I'm just going to drop a little bit of that Yln Min mix in there as well. Oh. Great. And then for the butterfly, we might try, some Notturno, I think, would be nice. Not quite sure what to do with this brush, if I'm using it right, because I don't normally use brushes like that. Get some of that granulation happening, and then I might drop just a little bit of the Quin Magenta in there. See how that goes. Yep. Okay, so this Chromite Brown's had a little bit longer to reactivate. Whoops. That was me, not waiting for it to dry. Alright, I'll let them dry and then I'll show you a bit closer what they look like, but I'm very excited about what I can do with these colours. Here you can see how beautiful the pans look once they've got the wrappers off them. Each pan is filled really, really high, and you can tell that they are hand poured. Overall, I was very happy with the colour mix that comes in this palette, and yes, the paints on the whole are a little bit more intense and brighter than some other brands, but I actually really like that. I'm really excited to see what I can actually do with these colour palette, and these paints are a real treat to try. Thank you so much for watching along with me. Please subscribe and hit like. I'd really love to get some more conversations going on this page.